Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You, and welcome to my messy table. Today I want to make a few pages in my masterboard notebook, but I want to make them for pages in my journals. So I want to prep them, and I started with this one inspired by Michelle at the Creative Cove. I was watching her prepare for her journals, and though she didn't use a notebook per se, she did collage some pages with her style in mind, and I really like her style, but I haven't been able to duplicate, nor do I don't really want to duplicate it, but I would like to incorporate some of it into mine. And this one reminds me of something she might do. Reminds me of something she might put in her journals. Still different and yet kind of similar to her style. So then I was inspired also by Raven Vintage and how she put certain things, certain scraps together to make pages. This one I made kind of grungy, but I like the layers, but I don't necessarily like the look. So I have to think of something else. And that's why today I'm going to be playing. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to try making more of something that I can call my style. Now my style is fairly eclectic, and so I think it would be vintage if I had enough vintage material, but so much of it available to me is not vintage, so I am left with eclectic. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just sometimes I feel like I'm conflicted as to what my style actually is. And I think that makes it tough. But instead of focusing on the tough today, I am just going to focus on possibilities. So let's see what we can do today. Now the thing that Michelle pointed out was she starts from the bottom layer and works up, and I hadn't actually thought of that before, so that part is new to me, and I do want to keep trying that. I'm not saying that I've come a long way in that, but that's something I want to work on. So the dark, for now, the dark is going to be like the background, and then the lighter the pages, they're going to be up top. So what I have here is just packing paper, and I have some book page, and I have some coffee dyed paper. So I'm just going to start and go and see where this takes me. Have to double glue some of this, which is fine. Alright, so I'm going to keep working on this, and then I will come back in a little bit. So how are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. April is in full swing. So I'm actually putting papers on top of other papers, which gives the depth of it. And up until now, I had always just been putting them beside each other. So I am quite liking this part. Up until now also, I was just making sort of like master boards to cut up. And this is new to me in the fact that I'm actually making pages that I'm going to want to put into my journals. So not so much cutting, but maybe backing them. This has blank lines in the back, but it's still fairly thin even after I glue all these papers on there. So I was thinking of maybe sewing another piece of paper onto it, because I'm finding that just the copy weight paper is very flimsy in my journals. So I do want to incorporate some thicker pages. This may get messy because my glue is almost empty. And with the price of it, I'm not leaving that last little bit in there, that's for sure. I'll be jigging it out with my, I don't know, probably my finger, because I need to use it all. Just bought a whole bunch, but yeah, it was pricey. Yeah, so I had to start a new glue because the other one was a little too cold, and I'm in my basement, so I'll have to take it upstairs and try to dig it out up there when it gets a little warmer, because otherwise it would be taking too long. My fingers are getting very sticky. But that's okay. I'll wash off. It's a different glue though. It says it's the same, but I wonder. This white one seems to spread more. yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say, so hopefully you're enjoying the process here. I enjoy using hymns, and I found a book of praises that has, it looks like music. I mean, it probably is, but it's all the Psalms put to music, and I do believe they were originally that way, but it's new to me, so I like to have the Word of God in my journals, so however I can get it in there suits me just fine. I do like to just look at the lyrics to see if they, you know, you want to keep them in context, and if you can't keep it in context, you want it to at least make sense. Let thy steadfast mercy, Lord, upon us be, and in love deliver us, thy flock forever, as we hope in thee. The Lord I will extol. So that makes sense. Plus it's got the added Geneva 1551. So that's pretty old. I'll try to leave that intact. Extra glue in the corners, always. Okay, this one's starting to fill up too, that's good. Too much glue for that piece. I can cut that off later, no big deal. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about doing it this way. I enjoy making my own pages for my journals. I'll probably back these with either a pretty digital or maybe some jelly print. I have some new ones that I need to decorate up, but for some reason haven't decided yet what I want to do with them. I'm kind of stuck on the gold stencil idea, like stenciling with gold, but I don't think I need to always do that. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit too, so okay. So that looks pretty good. I mean, they're all gonna look somewhat different, and until I clue in as to a formula, I mean, I sort of have it down, but there's probably something I'm missing because they could be a little more obvious about like the depth part. But for now, I'm okay with it. So let me back up to this one that I had to fast forward earlier. I made this one and then I put some color dyed doilies on here, and I'm thinking of putting this in my blue journal that I'm going to be making, and so I'm trying to slowly prep for that. And then this one, I was thinking I'm also going to be making a butterfly journal, and so I have still a bunch of these from the dollar store, and this one is made out of different paper. So I'm not sure, maybe just a few. I like to cover up some of the seams. I don't want to cover up too much of the words, especially if they're good words. Maybe just two, one on each. That way I can still maybe put a pocket or something smaller here yet later. I think I'll do that. But because that paper is heavier, I'm going to use my Bearly Arts glue because it sticks better in the long run. How did I have it now? I think I have to just plop it down because it's never going to be perfect when you're doing a collage like that. So I wanted this one to show, I glory in the Lord, let the afflicted hear my voice, O magnify the Lord with me. There. I like that one. Simpler maybe, but it works for me. Okay. One more. I have some things picked out here that I want to put on. These are from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. So I hope I can put those to use. Whoops. They'll get ripped out eventually when I go to use them anyway, so that's not a big deal. I think this this glue, it's my favorite brand of stick glue, and yet it's not the same as the red one that I've been using, which I haven't really decided if I like it. It's messier. It more of it comes out. It applies more liberally. And since it's already so pricey, not sure if I like that at all. And well, since I live in Canada, I don't know why, but all the glue is really expensive. So it is what it is. So okay. Let's see how much packing paper I have left here. I mean, I have tons of packing paper, but I didn't cut up all of it. Probably enough for this page. So do you make pages for your journals, or do you use just digitals? I'd be interested to know what other ways there are to make your own. I mean, obviously jelly prints. How do you decorate your jelly prints? Do you use them just as painty papers? Or do you decorate them further, like stenciling, or do you draw on your jelly prints? I saw somebody recently do that, and while I like the way hers turned out, mine would not look the same, and so I tried one just to see, but didn't really love it. So I'm just gonna put the rest of my packing paper down and then work around that, I think. It's nice and quiet here again now. I like that so much better. At all times bless his holy name. I will not cease to sing his praise. His goodness I proclaim. That will go good up here. That'll be in the middle of the page, so no words needed there. Of those who want me for their prey, say to my soul, be still and know, I shall to you salvation show. This one I want a little bit shorter. The Lord from heaven above regards the righteous with his eyes, and when they call on him, his ears are open to their cries. I like that. I know I'm doubling up, but that's okay because it's going to just thicken it a bit more. And I got too much glue over here. Hopefully one of these things will cover that up. Oh, I have two of those little ones. Cool. I'm going to put that there. I don't know if I want them straight or not. Okay, so I got this piece, and I need to have some of this yet. Oh, it is so sticky. Okay, so that's good. Then, kind of see where I want things here. I think I'm going to ink these. I think I'm going to put that just over the edge. Again, I'm trying to keep in mind that my page will likely be folded in half, and then I want stuff to be sort of balanced on each side. So something like that. And I had some labels here too, but I think I only used a couple of them. Okay, that's 3 that I've made today. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. So yeah, I will definitely sew around them and possibly back them when I go to take them out. Kind of hard to sew around them now since they're in a book. So let's just see what we all did today. Again, if you missed it, these were the ones I did at first. And I'll leave all the names of the people who inspired me in the description box. The original idea for a masterboard book that I followed was Penny from Penny's Crafty Creations. So this one I made earlier today. These are from the Graphics Fairy. And there's a couple of the labels I used. Again, the one for my blue journal. It may not be blue enough, I'm not sure, so I'll just hold off on committing to that. But I think that would go nicely in the butterfly journal. And I also think I want to make a bee journal eventually. So anyways, that's what I was doing today, and I'm going to see if I can get some more accomplished off camera. But I want to wish you a good day. Be blessed in all you do. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.